Oh, ow! Where did that come from? There is no escape! Running blade names echo!
Wind strike! Fallen leaves! Adorn my...
Shine down! Now you shall perish! Ha! There is no escape! Ha!
One with nature! Time to go! Time to go!
All right. Illusion shattered!
One with wind and cloud! Wind strike!
Bring it! Everybody stand back! Hear the echoes of the valleys! Torn to oblivion! Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All right.
Ad Astra app. Thank you for Ad app.
Shine down!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me.
Go There is no escape!
Wind strike! Time to go.
Shine down!
Clouds high. The birds call. Shine.
Bring it! Teamwork is dreamwork! Letting great names echo! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Everybody stand back! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
New job.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds up.
Another test
The
subject.
mountain's been spoiled! I'm going in! Now you shall perish!
Test subject. Pick the wrong test subject.
Shine down! Let's light it up! There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Off we go!
Wind strider. As one with wind and cloud.
Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley! Everybody stand back! There is no escape!
Time to go.
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Ha! The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the... at dawn, or a bubble. Rising through water. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
This realm is true. If you ever have...
Take them. I have no need. There is no escape!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Teamwork is done! Let great names echo! Illusion shattered! This body belongs to ice and snow. Torn to oblivion!
Can't see? Propagate!
Stand with me! Now I'm mad!
One with the force. Smells like something good is inside.
I'll settle this! The show begins!
Scatter!
Is this an answer from this?
Stand with me!
Time to go to work.
Propagate!
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in...
I'll uproot you! One thing after another. One with the force.
We'll meet again.
Yep. Bring it.
Wind strike!
There is no escape. Ha! Hear the echoes of the valley.
Doesn't look like it's stuck in here. Want to split it? Just kidding. You can take it.
The wind knows me. One with nature. Brings a smile to my face.
Illusion shattered!
Clouds high. The birds up.
Let the mountain flames boil! Yeah, everybody stand! Shine down!
Take them. I have no need.
Bring it!
Wind strike.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Wind strike.
brings a smile to my face.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! 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 Ha!
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Bring it!
Perfect weather for a nap in the workshop. I'm keeping it up. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
More companions! Hooray!
Ooh, let me open it.
Fire hazard!
What is the situation?
we've got nothing else to do. Why don't I tell you a story?
Perfect weather for a nap in the workshop.
Have you heard? Mr. Edgar's been detained. He's being taken away tomorrow.
What? He's the one who helped craft all the fragrances for our shop.
He taught my child how to make perfume. How could this happen?
He hasn't been convicted yet. Let's just wait and see what the court has to say.
Oh, everyone on the street is talking about the rumors. No matter where Kiri is hiding, he must have heard them by now. Let's head back to the hotel and take a break. We can see how the other preparations are going while we're at it. Emily, Sheriff Xian wants to talk to you and the Traveler about our plans for the Night Watch.
Thank you, Kale. But first, here, I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit. Why don't you have some?
Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'm okay.
Oh, it's not good to be so tense, especially when we've got a long night ahead of us. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I couldn't help but notice that something seems to be on your mind.
Was it that obvious?
You seem very preoccupied with Kiria's revenge. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm happy to listen.
Oh, Hey, Emily, Kale. Oh, are we interrupting something? No, not at all. This will be easier to talk through with you here anyway. I've just been thinking. If Kiria has the capacity to commit murder while remaining completely undetected, why didn't he target Sylvain along with Lucien last night? There was just a single door separating them. If his intention was to target both brothers, then there was barely anything standing in his way. Don't you think? When I accompanied Sylvain to his room after Lucien died, and saw how distraught he was, I suddenly realized. Maybe Kiria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to experience the pain of losing a loved one before he completed his ultimate revenge. So did he attack Edgar as a warning then? To scare Sylvain and Lucien?
Based on what we've heard about Kiria, that may very well be the case.
Losing his sister all those years ago. What has been going through his head? What has he been forced to endure? Whenever I get to thinking like that, I just can't help but wonder. If I were in his place, would I be able to let go of that hatred? I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't think like that. Not after everything he's done. But I just can't help it.
There's nothing wrong with the way you're feeling. Empathy is a part of human nature. In all my years of cleaning up crime scenes, I've witnessed countless families mourn their loved ones. Their cries of devastation and anger still echo through my mind, even now. Some of them even try to stop me, begging me not to erase the last remnants of their loved ones. But getting swept up in those emotions will corrupt your judgment. Surround yourself with fragrance for too long, and your sense of smell will become dull. Allow yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose the ability to think rationally. So while you hold on to that sense of empathy, you also need to ask yourself, do Sylvain and Lucien really deserve to die? How much did they truly know about the Fatui and the delusion? Did they force Yelena to make those decisions? Answering those questions requires a lot of time and evidence, while a single act of vengeance can put those answers forever out of our reach. I've witnessed a lot of deaths in Fontaine. When someone dies, a certain amount of information can be inferred from the traces left behind at the scene. But generally speaking, death will just leave most questions unanswered.
Once you're consumed by hatred, it will become next to impossible to think about things that way. For someone like Kiria, I'm sure right and wrong lost.
You're right. The fact that we can approach these questions from this perspective isn't because we're more rational than them. It's because we're fortunate, but that also makes us perfectly positioned to stand on the outside and try to pull them back from the brink before it's too late. I understand Kiria's decision, but I still want to stop him. Master, Sylvain, and Kiria. They all deserve to survive.
The fortunate and the unfortunate.
Emily, Traveler. Huh? Edgar, you're here too?
Oh, it's you two! Didn't you head back to your room to rest, Edgar? Is it really okay for you to be out and about like this?
A little exercise never hurt anyone. Besides, I don't have much time left in Sumeru. So I'd like to take care of my plants while I still can.
We could do that for you, Master.
No need. I've grown attached to these flowers, and this is my last chance to say goodbye. Come tomorrow. I'll be happy to entrust their care to you. I would imagine Sheriff Sham is here for a more important reason.
The Night Watch! You mentioned earlier that we still need to confirm our plans.
That's right. I've stationed some of my men around the surrounding area, but we still don't have anyone standing guard next to Sylvain's room. Exactly. After some discussion, we concluded that Sylvain has the highest risk of being attacked next. You're the most skilled fighter here, Traveler. And Emily's expertise is sure to come in handy in a pinch. That's why I want you two stationed next to Sylvain's room. So, are you up for it?
Sounds perfectly reasonable. I'll be glad to have your help tonight, Traveler.
Not a peep. Has Kiria given up on his revenge? Guess we'll have to keep at it. Still nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Perhaps Kiria's true motive was simply forcing Sylvain to confess his crimes. No, that can't be right. If all he wanted was for Sylvain to be convicted for his true crimes, he could have tipped off the Marechaussee Phantom years ago. There must be something we're missing. Something extremely important.
Maybe we just need to calm down a little. How about some tea? That herbal blend from earlier was pretty tasty. You're right. Maybe we can look for a different distraction then, like looking at the flowers. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Flowers, glaze lilies, incense. Oh no! Sylvain's room! Quick!
Wait, what?
Hey, did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
It was the older of the merchant brothers, right?
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain. Poor guy was murdered in cold blood.
First it was Mr. Edgar, then that merchant named Lucian, and now this.
Listen up, everyone. This is an active crime scene. Please, no loitering.
It's been 3 days and they haven't even caught a glimpse of the guy. What is going on?
Do you think it could be the work of an evil spirit? I mean, how do you get away with something like that with so many people watching?
Keep it moving, everyone. No loitering.
I suppose.
You don't know that. Kiria already attacked you once, and
You were the only reason I managed to survive, Emily. I never did thank you for that, did I?
even if I wasn't there, Tainari was also in the vicinity. He would have been able to help.
Is that so? I suppose I'm a very fortunate person then. I have exceptional but Kiria has nothing. Yelena is gone. Now, his enemies are too. It really makes you wonder.
If you really want an answer, I suppose you'll have to ask Kiria himself, once we finally catch him.
Well, I hope it all goes well. Emily, there's something else I'd like to ask of you. With everything that's happened, holding the exhibition is off the table now. But so many flowers were transported here for the show. Whether Kiria gets to me first, or I'm sent back to Fontaine to stand trial, I won't be. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I entrust them to your care?
Of course, Master.
Really? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Now I truly have nothing.
Sheriff Sham still has some questions for me, so...
Go ahead. Best not to keep him waiting.
I'm sorry, Master.
Another all-nighter. I'm sure hopes Emily's plan will go well. Emily still isn't back. Yeah, that's true.
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. The crowd is gone now, too. After listening to Emily's plan, I started getting the materials together and arranging personnel. I barely had a sec, to be honest. I'm still not...
The key clue was right in front of us the entire time! Let's go! We'll show you where the culprit hid a goose.
Germinate!
Wasn't this incense originally... This is it!
The glazed lily, huh? I think I've heard of it before. It's a flower from Liyue, right?
Well, did you know it only blooms at night?
Emily, you're back!
Exactly as expected.
A flower that only blooms at night. Ah, like the Neelatpala lotus.
Exactly. Although the Neelatpala lotus wouldn't be a good substitute in this scenario. When it's close, that's why Kiria chose the glaze lily as his mechanism. He would start by preparing an Agoose sample.
If poured into the flower pot, the liquid would seep into the soil. That might prevent the substance from taking effect. That doesn't sound right. If applied to the outside, you would still be... There's a sticky substance on... If you stick the petals together with slime condensate... That doesn't sound right.
That's right! He applied a diluted form of slime condensate to the petals to stick them together and enclosed a sample of Agoose in the center. That way, the Agoose would remain trapped inside during the daytime, unable to seep between the petals and evaporate. However, the diluted slime condensate wouldn't be viscous enough to prevent the petals of the glaze lily from opening at night. So by night,
And Kiria could execute his revenge without having to step foot inside the...
by the next morning, the sample of Agoose would have nearly fully evaporated.
Wait a second. You're telling me this version of Agoose is so toxic, inhaling the minute amount trapped inside a flower is enough to kill a grown man? And how did Edgar even survive ingesting a whole bottle of the stuff?
That's because Agoose is just as dangerous now as it was all those years ago. The level of toxicity has never changed. Only a small subset of people are truly at risk.
Ah, you mean people who are sensitive to elemental energy. So it's just some sort of happy coincidence that Sylvain and Lucien are allergic to the stuff? That can't be right. They were involved in the operation all those years ago.
I wouldn't use the word allergic necessarily. It's more like they're susceptible to its effects. But you can think of it this way. It's not that Sylvain and Lucien are innately sensitive to elemental energy, but that Kiria found a way to ensure that they would be.
All kinds of essential oils commonly found in alchemical products. That doesn't... The incense I smelled earlier seemed familiar. Thinking back... In Sumeru, scholars use
Alchemically produced essential oils.
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble when we first came to Sumeru. Ah, yes. I definitely remember that.
In Sumeru, it's not uncommon to use incense indoors, so its presence wouldn't arouse suspicion. The flowers in the room could also serve to mask the scent.
Flowers were pretty important to this plan, huh? The glazed lily is native to Liyue. It would be completely unnatural to have one here in Sumeru if it weren't for the...
Actually, it's not a coincidence at all.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel. He probably used the mora Yelena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free, but in the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine. Every step you take leaves a mark. But up until this point, we haven't been able to detect any trace of Kiria's activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, or because he's some kind of evil spirit, but because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
Creating such an it-all point... Kiria and Edgar.
But Kiria was only in his teens back then. He wouldn't even be 40 years old by now. Edgar's lived here for so many years. Even if he changed his appearance, going that long without giving anything away...
Bad news, Sheriff! Mr. Edgar was attacked!
What?
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his room. It was giving off a really ominous aura. But before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of ghost or something. Do you think Kiria kidnapped him?
I need you to think very carefully about this. Are you certain that figure wasn't Edgar himself?
I mean, Mr. Edgar was so frail. I don't see how he could have moved that fast.
It would seem Master decided to tap into an ill-advised source of power.
What? But that's so dangerous with the condition he's in. It's...
But why? Why would he do that? He's already accomplished his revenge.
No. If his aim was to target everyone who had a hand in Yelena's death...
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday, not out of a desire to see him suffer, but to confirm the truth about why Yelena chose to die...
Then there's still one target left.
The shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Where in the world did he go? What is the merchant nearby?
Lightning Echo!
A shadow-like sorry.
Ghost!
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath.
I saw a black... How could...
This is terrifying.
No! Don't come any closer! If we go any further, we'll be out of port almost! There'll be hardly any witnesses!
It's all right. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent from here. It's this way. Please, follow me. The scent is getting stronger. This must...
Oh! Oh! Are you all right? Were you attacked?
No. No, I'm all right. I was just chasing after that fig.
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason, this feeling, I've encountered it before.
Everything looks all right. It was probably just the stress of the chase.
I can't rest. Mr. Edgar is still in there. He taught my sister how to make perfume. He's a good man.
Oz, you need to calm down.
But how is that possible? Mr. Edgar is 70-something. Changing your appearance to look...
That's precisely why he had to resort to Kyria used a delusion to bring back the Auguste flower.
No.
And what if the impersonation started before... I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real while Edgar was incarcerated. The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the pack, and Sumeru fit the bill to a T, with no one around to question his identity. All he had to do was grow a beard, don a pair of glasses, as the years went by. He removed his disguise little by little and continued.
That explains why Sylvain said he barely recognized Edgar back at the hotel. He aged himself decades beyond his years just so he could accomplish his revenge. Is that even worth it?
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not that kind of person. He can't be.
What you really need is to get out of here and rest.
No,
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, should not be treated lightly. I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. Ooze. Please come with me and rest. I'm sure Kyria... No, Edgar wouldn't want...
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. From our brief... This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision or capable of wielding elemental power are more resistant to the effects of abnormal elemental energy. In other words, this environment doesn't pose as much of a risk to us. Actually, now that I think about it, this stronghold likely has multiple points of entry. If the target were to escape from a different point of entry, that might allow him to evade capture. I hate to trouble you, but we need people to survey the perimeter.
Thanks. Hear that? We're heading out. There's work to be done.
Traveler, Emily, Paimon, please be careful. For someone who's...
Don't worry. This isn't the end. Not for us or for Kyria. We're not going to let a goose kill anyone else.
Reconstitute!
Monsters. Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy. Let me read you a verse. I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Whoa, look at all the Auguste flowers! There are so many of them. I can't believe a single person did all this. Must have taken a lot of time.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion comes at a cost, not...
But why would Kyria need this many Auguste flowers? He only needed a few bottles of Auguste to carry out his plan, right?
Perhaps hatred wasn't the only emotion fueling his obsession with Auguste. Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers transported to Sumeru to wither away in a foreign land. But Kyria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life in Sumeru under the guise of someone else. For someone with nowhere to call home, perhaps dying among a bed of Auguste flowers just like his sister is the...
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. I'm going in. Time for a lecture. Russian floral. Neutralize.
A plant that destroys seeds. Huh. Quite the ecological marvel. Let's head back to the place where the seeds first appeared. The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end. The scent of flowers is getting stronger.
Did they catch up that fast? No. My strength is just waning. But it doesn't matter. This is far enough.
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years ago in Yelena? Yelena! Dude, the reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking for you earlier. I should have died with you that day. Yelena? Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Yelena!
I'm alive. No.
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air. Neither...
No. The amount of August I drank, it should have been enough. A fake, but...
We started making the preparations last night with one goal, to create a perfect accord. The accord is the basis of perfume making,
the product in its most primitive form. Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind.
Our competitor already got their hands on it.
It doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more. Myths can be deconstructed, miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emily?
I got it.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste, and then lied to me about Sylvain's death.
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest way to get you to let down your guard.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, there's no way you could have made an accord. If Auguste was so easy to replicate, Yelena wouldn't have.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those ingredients would have conflicted with each other if you tried to combine them in the past. But recently, we found a way for them to work together.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias.
Auguste was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing it, never stopped trying to recreate it. Perfumery techniques are advancing day by day. We found better ways to extract essential oils, separate oils and fats. We even discovered new ways to combine fragrances together. The mythos surrounding Auguste...
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always known that it is possible to make an accord, even if only in theory. But the meaning you assigned to a goose became so inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it. Just like the perfume mania that captivated the public all those years ago. You believed in its divinity and grandeur. Your obsession with the goose is also what allowed us to predict how you intended your plan to end, and to make preparation.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Well, you hit the nail on the head now, didn't so? Sylvain, since you've been preparing your accord since last night, I assume you've also figured out that means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered outside the hotel this...
Yes.
Who knows? Maybe I would have just offed myself then and there.
I know if you had things your way, you would carry the truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of this garden to the grave, but I'm sorry, Master. I don't want to see any more death. Sylvain only inhaled a small amount of poison. He's being detained as we speak. All the crimes he concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone to see. And all—
Is that so? Well...
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
I don't feel the need to justify my actions. I did what I said.
Careful, everyone.
Looks like I'm almost out of time. Although, I do...
Of course, Master.
The combination you used to make your accord. How did you figure it out?
The scent of a goose is complex and varied, yet the main ingredient consists of a single variety of flower. So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking, what if the scent of the agouste flower was already imbued with that complexity during its cultivation?
You're saying Yelena designed Auguste to have the scent of multiple flowers.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, Cecilias. The perfumers of the past knew that if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically—
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Yelena.
Did you know? Miss Emily's releasing a new perfume! Right, I heard about that. I think it's called Yelena.
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're—
I was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but the news spread way faster than I expected. I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth. Yes, I did, although I made a few modifications to the formula to make the scent more pleasant, and also, I was hoping you could try out the fragrance before I officially release it and tell me your—
Of course! A good sense of taste and sense of smell go hand in hand, you know? Oh, it's...
Besides, when it comes to perfume—
Right! Do those flowers... The language of flowers?
What each flower— After returning to Fontaine, I did some— Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always—
You think Kyria knew about that?
I paid him a visit before his trial and explained what I've— Who knows? Maybe she didn't mean anything by it at all. Yelena is gone. We'll never know what she was thinking. We can look for meaning all we want, but it'll never be anything but conjecture. Even if that is what she was trying to say, avenging her death, that was the meaning I chose for my life. Kyria cultivated his revenge like a flower. In any case, he did want me to thank you for saving my life. Love and hatred are a privilege of the living. When someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them. In that sense, what a goose truly represents in the language of flowers will forever remain a mystery. But even if it's only a conjecture, I would like to believe my own interpretation. The meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes, and yet at the very outset,
Art is the key ingredient in fine dining.
Adventure time! Let's light it up!
Fire hazard! Yeah.
The fireworks are gonna get soaked! Let's find shelter quick! Oh, we're not going to make it!
Ah, this is great. I feel so relaxed all over. I could almost float away.
Hear the echoes of the ball!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me lead.
Everybody stand back! Here come the fireworks!
Time for a
Let's round them up! This was new. Test subject.
All right.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
Bring it!
You'll get frostbite.
Bring it! No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa! Adventure time! Let the mountain's vein boil! Fire hazard!
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
Oh, how many forging commissions do I have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... There's a lot of good stuff in here. Want to split it? Just kidding. You can take it.
Time to find out if you're really...
Time to find out if you're really all that.
Fallen leaves, adorn my... Bring it! I'm going in! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Get demolished! That's all you got? Don't know what all the fuss was about. Aha! Time to find out if you're really all that.
Transfixed!
Get demolished! Aha!
Letting brave names echo! Bring it! Why do they never... Teamwork is dreamwork!
Get demolished! Aha!
Might.
As one with wind and cloud.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Go! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Aha!
Everybody stand back!
Aha!
Witness my rise! Overrule! Bring it!
It's fine. Clouds high. The bird...
Aha!
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let the magic flames boil! Transfixed!
Wind strike.
All right.
Aha! Aha!
Overruled! Yeah! I'm going in!
Time to go. Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Aha!
Everlasting as the moon! Letting brave names echo! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Bring it!
Aha!
Transfixed!
Wind strike.
Never figured I could still lose even after death.
Oh.